Hello?
Hello, I'm speaking to Mohammed Manan.
Yeah, speaking. Tell me.
Hey Mohammed, this is Vijesh. I'm calling from Namura.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
believe we have an interview scheduled now.
Sorry?
I believe we have an interview scheduled now. Are you aware of it?
Yeah, yeah, right.
Okay, so is it a good time to talk?
Yeah. Yeah,
There's
can
too much background. There is too much noise behind you.
Yeah, that's
Can you
what
come to a...
yeah. Just
Where are you
hold on a minute.
exactly?
Just now I come out from my office. Can you hold on a minute so that I can go for a peaceful place?
Sure.
Yeah, wait a minute. Hello?
Yeah, Mohammed.
Yeah, is it fine for you, right? Just now I identified on peaceful place.
It's all right. So Mohammed, can you just quickly brief me about yourself?
Yeah, so myself, Muhammad Manan, so I'm working Southbow Software Solutions right now. So I'm having around 4.5 years of experience. As a software developer, I'm working. So like I'm working for a project called Healthcare Systems. So so we have around 20 members kind of team. So there will be around 16 to 70 members of front-end people. Like they used to work on Java purely. So I'm working on the another 3 people are working for the PLSQL and one DBA guy is working on the same. We have around 250 clients on the same. So this for this project actually. So like we have a Linux for the production system. So we used actually Windows environment, like we use Toad, SQL Navigator kind of thing to develop stored procedures functions. So for the front end people, then requirement came into picture.
Okay.
Like we used some kind of reference cursors. Like we used to write some complex queries based on the input, based on the customer requirement only. We used to design the discussion, so develop the tables. Creating on the same, we used to based on the API. So what they're giving some inputs and apart. So we used to return the cursors on the same. Apart from that,
So have you only worked on...
Yeah.
Yeah, please go on.
Apart from that, I have involved in like a performance tuning kind of activity, like looking into execution plans kind of thing. Apart from that, like AWR analysis kind of thing. So that's it briefly, my experience completely. I worked in the same company. I started in this company only actually.
All right, that's good. So what's your academic qualification?
Yeah, BTech.
BTech. BTech in comms?
Sorry?
BTech in computer science?
Yeah. Sorry?
Okay. Have you done BTech in computer science or BTech in some other?
No. I'm into electronic communication stream only.
Okay.
Yeah.
So apart from Oracle, have you worked on any other database or is it just Oracle?
I know SQL Server actually. Migrate part only I worked on SQL Server actually. So we used to migrate earlier. We have the project in Delphi system. So we used to migrate on the same into Oracle actually.
So you done the entire migration?
No. I am part of the migration. I have given support to my DBA team and my senior people. I used to work on the.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're pretty comfortable with the SQLs, right?
Yeah, right.
And do you have any exposure to Java?
Java I can understand by looking into code. I don't have chance to work on the line actually in my current organization. They won't give me to expose on the same actually. So we have a lot of active work on the same PLSQL only actually.
How much is there?
Sorry?
Okay, can you tell me something about indexes?
Like
What are indexes? Why are they used?
Suppose if we want to improve the performance of a query, suppose let's say if you have defined some filter clause on the same, let's say suppose in my project we used to encounters, so there will be patients like that. We have many tables. So in that situation we used to define some filters conditions or predicates. In the same we used to define the normal indexes. So when we create primary key, automatically it will create index on the same, like unique key index on the same. Like internally it will maintain the index lookup table on the same when we create a primary key index on the same. Like it will maintain separately one table when we define on the index on the same. The field you have defined on the same, which is used to improve the performance of a query, suppose.
Yeah, how does it improve the performance? I understand there is a separate table. How does an index enhance the performance? An index is used to enhance the performance. I get it.
Yeah, definitely. No, definitely. We need to gather the stats on the same by using the dbms dot gather table stats on the same or a gather stat index on the same. It will create a execution plan on the same. When we issued execution plan, it will take the properly the B level and the index size what we defined on the same.
No, I'm not talking about large arguments over here. What I'm talking about here is an index, right? Let's just stick to the database object called index.
Okay.
You create an index on a table.
Okay.
What exactly happens? Forget about queries. I'm just talking about the object index. What exactly happens when you create an index on the table?
Like when we create...
It improves the performance, right? It improves the performance. It helps to speedy retrieval of data.
Yeah, right. So
but how does it happen?
Yeah, it will internally create one binary search algorithm. It will it will internally make decision tree based on that row level length, the columns, cardinality, what you have on the same. So based on that only it will improve the performance. Which will go for the left traversy, right traversy. Based on that, define the row level length size and block size only.
Okay. And what is the cluster index here? Cluster and non-cluster index?
So cluster means, suppose if we have a tables on the join on the same, suppose let's take employee and department. So we have defined employee department number on the same both the point. So instead of maintaining the number of logical IOs, if you keep in the one single segment, so instead of means we are reducing the logical IOs. So it will directly go and fetch the records from there only. It will go for the what we can call a hash kind of thing. A single step only it will get the data instead of going for the number of passes from server to the client to server request.
Can you explain it more on an index page and a data page level?
Sorry?
Can you please explain it more on an index page or a data page perspective?
I don't know that much of that actually.
Okay. That's fine. Are you aware of statistics?
Yeah.
You spoke about statistics, so are you aware of statistics?
Yeah, definitely. Without defining statistics, it won't take execution plan also. It won't, suppose if you unless gather the table stats, it will go for the full table scan only. Suppose let's say unintentionally, there will be huge data populated on that table. So unless you gather the stats on the same, it will go for the old plan only. Suppose it will go for the old plan full table scans only. So when you gather the stats on the same, it will define the best plan, optimizer. We need to specify to the optimizer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where is the statistics stored? Is the statistics just on table level?
Yeah, we can define on the entire schema level also, and the index level also we can define.
Okay, how do you define that?
So by using dbms.gather table stats or gather, so we need to specify the schema, table, and the dynamic sampling on the same, how much percentage you are going to.
Okay. Do you know what fill factor is?
Sorry?
Do you know what fill factor is? Fill factor.
Fill factor, I don't know much on that side.
No. Do you know what histogram is?
Yeah, histograms in the sense, suppose if you take the scenario, let's say 50%, if you mention like Smith, in your filter class, means it will keep the bucketing kind of thing. So when you issue query the same bucketing, means it will give the 250 buckets on the same, from there only it will fetch when we issue the same on the filtering condition or predicate condition.
Sorry, I didn't get you there. Are you talking about the weightage?
No, I am talking about this. So it will keep internally 250 kinds of buckets. So relative information keeping in one bucket. Based on that only it will get the data.
Have you seen a histogram table?
Sorry?
Do you know how the histogram table is maintained?
Yeah.
The histogram mapping?
Yeah, DBA histograms is there, right?
Yeah. What exactly are the parameters over there?
Like there.
One is bucket. I believe you are talking about weightage.
Yeah.
Of particular data.
Yeah.
What are the other parameters over there?
I don't know detail on that line actually. I haven't looked, but.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That is fine.
Yes.
Update statements, isn't it?
Sorry?
You have used update statements? Update.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you used update statements? Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, is there any problem using update statement with a search jar? Basically, what I'm asking is,
Okay.
there is one table, okay?
Okay.
Table A.
Okay.
Okay, it has 4 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
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 I want to update column 1.
Okay.
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 Now, what is the statement that you'll write? What is the SQL that you'll write? Forget about the where clause, okay? Just
Okay.
try to update that column. What is the statement that you'll write?
Update table name set that column we will specify, right? So entire it will so write the same data on the what are the columns so the records available in the same, right? So entire table update with the same thing.
Perfect. Now, is it possible that if I update column 1,
Okay.
okay, in the where clause,
Okay.
the from table is also the same table.
Okay.
So basically update, say, table A,
Okay.
set column 1
Okay.
to some value.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Where A dot 1
Okay.
equal to some value. Is it possible to do that?
A.1, like you are checking a
So
false.
basically, I'm updating a column.
Yeah, based on the same table column. Yeah.
Yes. Is it possible to do that?
Yeah, we can check it right when we create the table also where 1 equal to 2 and the same only we will write. So here also it will applicable, right?
So that's what I'm asking you. Is it possible to update that?
Yeah, right. We can do it.
Okay. Is there any problem doing this?
Like suppose based on that condition, if that suppose let's take employee ID or whatever it may be you specify on the same. So based on the corresponding record only it will update. Suppose if you are not specifying anything on the same, it won't update anything. So like it's a null condition, right? When you won't specify anything, so it will enter failed. So no records will update on the same. Even the query will execute successfully. So it won't update anything on the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying that is there any performance impact doing this?
Yeah, obviously there will be
What is the performance impact?
Sorry?
What is the performance impact?
Like it will go for the full table scan kind of thing only, right? So
Why would it go for a full table scan?
So no, you haven't specified anything, right? So that will entirely it will go for checking each and every disk blocks only inside the DB segment until unless
suppose it's not a heap table. Okay, that column 1 has an index on it. Now what's the performance impact?
Even though index is defined, so it will look for the again index on the same. If you define in a different scattered, so in different data blocks available, so obviously it will increase the performance. If it will available in the same, so it might so drastically degrade the performance. What I am saying is the data is scattered in different DB blocks. In that situation, it will be very easy. So when we so it will redo log performing very fastly compared to the normal mode.
Okay, what is update on a deferred mode and update on a direct mode?
Sorry?
Have you heard about update in deferred mode, update in direct mode?
Oh no, yeah, I don't know on that.
Okay. Now you have to do store procedures, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Definitely. So for application demands, definitely we used to write stored procedure. Lot of stored procedures I have written. I have tuned on the same actually. That is stored procedures. What I have defined.
Okay. Say suppose there is a stored procedure written, okay,
Okay.
and it's running on a data.
Okay.
I'm giving you a scenario, okay? Okay. So
Okay.
there's a stored procedure that you have written. You have delivered it in production.
Okay.
Okay. It's running fine. Okay. It's using some data in a table.
Okay.
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 Now the data is not dynamic.
Okay.
It's a static data.
Okay.
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 Over the period of time, your stored procedures performance is degrading.
Okay.
Mind you, I'm coming to the same part again.
Okay.
The table is static. The table is not dynamic. So the data is not growing there.
Yeah, you are saying suppose 1 lakh records there, it's fixed, right?
It's fixed. Yes, 1 lakh record.
Okay.
And the stored procedure is accessing the same data.
Okay.
But still, over the period of time, the
Okay.
performance is degrading.
Okay.
Why would that be? Can you think of something? See, if the data is increasing, then it's completely clear. It's something related to the data. Okay.
Yeah,
You
right.
can update the statistics or something like that.
Okay. So we are not going to perform any modifications on the same, right? Just we are doing.
Sorry, what?
Suppose when we do some modification on the same, right? So in the same, so data is fixed, right? We are not going to changing anything, or we are not going to adding any kind of thing.
No, we are not touching anything on the table. We are not touching anything on the table. We are not touching anything on the stored procedure.
Okay.
Both are in
So
production.
so we have gathered stats, everything on the same, right? We have analyzed and everything.
No, that's up to you. That's a question to you.
Yeah, when.
How would you recognize what's the problem?
Yeah, definitely we need to execution plan on the same, whether the stats are defined or not. So whether the indexes analyzed or not on the same. So whether I would like to rebuild on the same indexes, would I like to rebuild index online kind of thing. Apart from that, suppose it is moved to some other table space kind of thing. Suppose it is moved to some other table space. Definitely I need to gather stats and we need to rebuild the indexes on the same. That's the only thing I have to do.
Okay. What do you understand by fragmentation?
Fragmentation, I don't know, yaar. Can you tell me that? I don't know.
No, okay. That's fine. Have you worked in Unix as well? Like commands and all?
Yeah, I know commands and by looking into self-scripting kind of thing also I can understand the cron job kind of thing. AWAK commands, head commands, I can understand by looking into code. But I don't have a chance to work on this actually in this project. But by looking into code I can understand the scripting, the commands, the top commands, list commands, tail head commands, AWAK set commands, VI editor, nano editor, mostly people are using in real-time environment.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. So coming to Java, would you be comfortable? Like if I ask you a few questions on core Java?
Core, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine, good.
Okay.
But long back I studied, but I can understand.
But I'm not expecting much from you.
Okay.
So basically, do you know what static binding is? Static binding, dynamic binding.
Static binding, dynamic binding, I don't know yet.
You know what interfaces are?
Yeah, interfaces is similar to packages in so we need to implement those classes and whatever we defined methods on the same we need to implement on the class. So when we extend the same on the class, so those methods we need to define on the. We have to write the code on the same, right? Like how we define the package specification, those we have to implement on the same in the package body. That's the way we have an interface concept in, right?
Okay. Have you worked on any garbage collection things? You know what memory management is in Java?
Yeah, like destroying the unused objects in the. Suppose when we define garbage collector, so when the action is completely done, so the heap unused objects we need to clean up. In that situation, garbage collector is very useful. So wastage, unwanted memory we need to clean up. Yeah.
How does the garbage collection get kicked off?
Sorry?
How does the garbage collector get kicked off? How is it triggered?
There will be a method gc dot collector kind of thing.
Okay. Someone has to manually do that?
No,
Someone has to manually write some code to keep
no,
it?
no, no. In the finally a block is there, right? So try catch and finally when we specify automatically it will destroy the memory.
Okay. So finally blocks actually triggers a garbage collector?
I thought actually. So in finally, so unwanted things when we want to clean up the heap memory, those kinds of things we have defined it in.
Okay.
I thought actually. I don't know exactly.
Okay, Mohammed, I think I'm done with your interview. Okay, I have another interview to take now.
Oh.
But tell me something. Are you comfortable being a database guy, or you are okay to work in Java as well?
Yeah, I don't have any issues. So I would like to expose as many as skills actually. So I don't want to stick on to PLSQL side. I would like to expose my skills.
You're currently in Hyderabad, right?
Yeah, right.
And you know Namira is in Mumbai.
Yeah.
You're ready to move?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. 4.5. So basically, this current position that I have
Okay.
is for Java and Sybase.
Okay.
So the database is Sybase
Okay.
and core Java. That's what we are looking.
Okay, no problem. I can work on the same.
And the range is from 4 years
Okay.
till 9 years of experience, and you're just crossing that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can move you to the next round.
Okay.
I'm not supposed to say this, but I'm telling you, I can move you to the next round because I'm happy with you.
Okay. Okay.
But the thing is, if I move you to the next round,
Okay.
there will be written interviews on
Okay.
Java as well.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that you will crack the SQL ones.
Okay.
But on the Java ones also, there will be written interviews. So will you be able to do that? You might have to work on some few things.
Yeah, definitely. I have to gone through once my Java skills, core Java skills. I need to once brush up those skills actually. In Java, definitely I don't have real-time experience on the same, right? So once I gone through those things, collections, there will be multi-threading. There are a lot of concepts there, right, in OOPS concepts, inheritance, polymorphism, kind of.
That's fine. You don't even if you don't have that much of working experience. Even if you have an exposure,
Okay.
you can write code. If your logic is right, if your programming is well, then that's fine.
Okay, fine.
Okay with it?
Yeah, then no issues.
Okay, all right. Then I'll talk to your HR then.
Okay, fine.
Okay, Mohammed?
Yeah.
Do you have any other questions for me as of now?
That's it. So supposed to work on the team, right? Definitely I will get the things from my colleagues all. Supposed to if you deploy on the team. So definitely I will get from knowledge from my colleagues, right? So when we go on.
The problem here is the way. So this is a vendor opportunity, right, over here.
Okay.
So the problem here is that we are looking for a guy
Okay.
where we don't have to spend a lot of time building the learning skills. Okay.
Okay, fine. Then not a problem. I have like in Saturday, Sunday.
We want productive as soon as possible.
Yeah, definitely.
So what I'll tell you is,
Okay.
you try to learn Java, try to write codes, okay, write programs.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens in the next round.
Okay, fine. Thanks.
All right, Mohammed?
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah,
for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.